when they get their nose pierced or like maybe any type of piercing. Well, I don't know if it's most people, but I know it's me and like a few other people that I know. So I'm gonna help you guys out. Sometimes you get like these little nasty bumps, like when you get your nose pierced. I have come to the conclusion that it's because like it's just the way your skin is healing. Well, maybe that's just how it is for me. But either way, this is just how my skin heals, and I think this is how other people's skin heal too. But I'm gonna show you guys what my piercer told me to do, along with other YouTube people, because you can learn everything and anything from YouTube. First, you want to make sure you wash your hands. Y'all, some of y'all need to see this. Okay, so what you're gonna need first is some cotton swabs, cotton tips, because that's how you're gonna clean your nose. That's what's gonna help you clean your nose. And then you want to make sure that you have some peroxide. You want to make sure you have some hydrogen peroxide. You want to make sure you have some tea tree oil. And then you want like sea salt. But I got this, and this is pink Himalayan salt. I got this from Dollar Tree. So I don't know how many more Dollar Trees have it, but I got this from Dollar Tree. For the people that live in Delaware, I got this from the Dollar Tree in Rehoboth by the movie theater. And it says pink Himalayan, but it does. Some people like say that you should use sea salt, and that's like good too. That's good. But I read up on this pink Himalayan salt, because like if you know, like you'll know. Like if you are in the stores and you be shopping, like grocery shopping, then you'll know that there's actual like sea salt. But they have pink Himalayan sea salt. But this is just pink Himalayan salt. And then I read that this is actually like healthy too. I think it's actually more better for your skin than sea salt. So yeah. Y'all see that? Grab some sea salt if you can't, you know. And then you're gonna need a bowl or some type of something to put your little mixture in, because that's what's next. The mixture. So let's get into this little thing. Like right here. And if you can't see it, don't be trying to hear my business. It's like, so you want to make sure you got your hands washed, and then you want to take your cotton tip applicator, and you want to rinse it in some water. You want to rinse it in some water. My nose, I have been doing this for like a good amount of days. I've actually been using like soap too. So if you want to include this, then you can. But you want to make sure you have like Dial Gold soap. Some type of antibacterial soap that'll like kind of dry it out. And you want to use distilled water. But you want to wet your cotton tip. And you want to get, there's the mirrors over here. And you just want to kind of get, I'm just getting the crust off of it that was on there for a while. Trying to get that crust off. Piece of skin, got it back on there. You can throw away that cotton tip, or you can reuse it. I feel like because it's your skin, it's not really gonna, you know, and you didn't unless you put it down somewhere, then you probably shouldn't use it again. Then you want to take your hydrogen peroxide in your cotton tip and just get a little bit on there. A little bit on there. And then you kind of want to just rub it like vigorously and get that. And you're basically like the skin that's there, that extra skin, because I think that's kind of what it is. You're kind of just like peeling it up. And get some more peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. Keep rubbing that thing. And like, look at that. What was that? a crustacean. Look at that crustacean that came off of there. So you just want to, I just really don't want that to like get back on there. Just rub it like kind of like, okay, rub it vigorously, like rub it hard. You're trying to basically get that little bump that you got to bust. And this is what my piercer recommended to me that I do. And it has worked. It's just that the bump has came back. And I don't think that the bump coming back has anything to do with like the method of treatment. I think, you know, it's just my skin that be tripping. We'll get past it. What when I learn how to talk, it'd be good. The objective is you want to try and get that skin to come off. That's what you're doing with the peroxide. The peroxide like kind of like takes off layers of your skin. It kind of like takes off layers, if you know what I mean. That's what it does. Something like that. Takes off layers, something close in that same area, that same vicinity is what it does. So you want to rub it like really hard, and you kind of want it to get white, like the bump that's there. You want that bump to get like white, and it is gonna hurt. Dang. It's gonna hurt too, but you know, suck it up. Suck it up. Suck it up. I know your mama ain't raising no punk. So suck it up. Wow, look at that. Can you see that? Look at the peroxide. It's a little thing. It really is. So basically, you just want to keep like doing this to it until like you see the skin come up, and you know, then of course once you see the skin, it's gonna hurt because this method is not gonna work overnight. So when you're doing it, you gotta have patience, kind of. You kind of gotta have patience. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oops. You gotta have patience. But I'm gonna be. See, it's hurting right now. Dang. But to be honest with you, nobody noticed. Like, nobody will notice anything about you unless you bring it up. Or unless they're just, like, really hating. And they're, like, you know, paying attention to every little thing. And it's like, okay, well, that's something that you found out because you was being nosy, not because, you know. But anyway. No one's really going to notice this thing. But what you want to do is you want to try. The objective is to, like, basically every day that you do it. Actually, you should be doing it, like, 3 times a day. I just haven't been doing it 3 times a day. So that's probably why mine is still sitting there looking like it's looking. Because I haven't been doing it for 3 times a day. I really want to do it, like, 1 time a day. But as long as it goes away. I'm going to tell you something right now. Nobody really notices. I mean, you might try to look now because I've already showed, you know. But no one really notices unless you say something. So, you'll be fine. And if someone does notice, my hands are always dry. But in my defense, I wash my hands. So, I'm clean. COVID stops with me. Yeah, man, that thing is huge. That wolf is big. It looks like a freaking... So you kind of want to like press it and like get that bump. You're just basically rubbing it away. You're trying to rub the skin off, which is why you have to do it 3 times daily, because it's like if you're constantly rubbing that skin 3 times daily, eventually it's gonna rub off. It's gonna. And before anyone says anything, my skin is like, my nose is not rejecting it. Because it would have been pushed out. That's what happens when your skin rejects stuff like piercings. It'll push it out. Like, it'll literally reject it. Like, you just got it in, it'll push it right back out. So nothing's getting rejected. It's just a process. Something that I choose to go through because I think that this nose ring gives me spice. A little paprika. A little saffron. So next, I'm going to take my tea tree oil. Oh, man, I'll be catching stuff. I'm going to tell you something right now. I'll be catching stuff all the time. And then, like this. So. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. I got these because you know it's important to, like, label and put a price on everything that you bought. So, I got these Q-tips. These cotton swabs. What's that? What's that marker? So I got these cotton swabs from Dollar Tree. Yeah. If you know me, you know that I love Dollar Tree. So you're going to take your tea tree oil. I'm just going to put a dab of ranch on there. Just a dab of ranch. I just want a dab of ranch. I already got some designer to hold in my pants. Yeah, so basically just let nature take its course. It's like, you got one more step. I mean, well, you don't have to, but I think this step is very vital because it definitely, I'll be feeling it. So you basically kind of going to make a little bit of a mask. When you get your sea salt, you want to make sure that it's really fine. You want to make sure that the crystals are like basically almost, kind of, sort of powder. Some people wear it like overnight, but I sleep wild, so it never really stays on me. And you can't see it, but it's in there. Like if I sweep the bottom of this with this Q-tip, you're gonna see the salt that's on there. So basically you just want to use some water and fine sea salt. And then you just wanna, sorry, it's the mirror's over there, so that's my excuse. Must have ran into it. Did it get on there? I can't see from back here. Kind of want to drain it a little bit because it's already going to dry on your skin. So the way that you want it to dry is kind of like a mask over your piercing bump or whatever the case may be. I've had my nose pierced like 3 times. First time I had my nose pierced and I had to get it taken out. I think I just wasn't liking the way that it was looking, the way that it was healing, so. Or was it just 3 times that I had my nose pierced? I'm sorry. I've had my nose pierced 3 times. I feel like it was 4. Nah, it was 3. It was 3. I had it pierced 3 times. The first time I was getting surgery and I was too lazy to go to Walmart or a piercer or something and get them to put like a little retainer in there so it could just hold it open. So basically that closed. I let that one close. The second time when I had got it pierced, you know, I was chilling. It was nice. Everything was fun. And then my nephew was rough housing and I had a stud in and he had like long hair then. So his hair got like on there and snagged it and pulled it up. And when I tried to go and be like, can you just change this to something else? He was like, nah, I think you should take it out. So I took it out and I was like, I ain't getting my nose pierced no more. Then I was looking and I was like, maybe one more time I could try it. So this is the last time and it's not going nowhere because I like it. I can feel it starting to sizzle now. It's got a little sizzle sensation to it. Most people would wear this to bed, but like I said, if I said it before, if I didn't cut it out, I'm a wild sleeper. So because it gets hard and it like sets on your face, eventually it will fall off in my sleep. So what I do, I put it on before bed, and of course it's gonna fall off in my sleep. But I wear it during the day too because I don't like when I'm at work. I never take my mask down unless I'm in the back putting some chapstick on and nobody's really around. Like I don't ever take it off. I'm real COVID conscious. Sorry. My lips loose, babe. You're going through trials and tribulations. My whole skin did. I had like a dry patch that broke out. My skin broke out into like my lips, not my skin, just my lips. It broke out into like a dry patch because I was licking them. You know how y'all do, how we all do. We lick our lips, you know, when they feel a little dry, we lick them. Like right now, your lips are dry. I bet you just licked it, didn't you? Okay. One last little schnizzle. I'm about to go eat me a bagel. I'm hungry. But yeah, so this is how it's gonna look. Because it's the pink sea salt, when it does set, it's gonna look white, but it's not gonna look as white as like the regular sea salt would when it sets. But like I said, it don't. Let me explain something to y'all. I don't really care sometimes how I look. I've had I guess, like, I don't really care how I look, like, anywhere. I mean, like, I'll put some stuff on and sometimes look decent, but sometimes I really just don't care. And I have to work on that because, like, I don't want people to be like, dang, that's how she look on YouTube. But wait till you see her in person. Sometimes I be tired. I'm a hard-working woman. Not the bang. The bang. Y'all know I always got a bang. A bang. I always got a bang. But yeah, so that's how you get rid of that. Because over time it will. Now there are other like people, and they will show you methods to get rid of it overnight. But I feel like because we wear these masks and I'm not really around people, and even when I am around people and I don't have my mask on, people can't really, like, people don't really notice it unless I'm like, y'all look at my nose. Like, it's not as bad as you think it is. It's just as bad as you think it is because it's that bad to you. And your opinion is what matters. So if you think it doesn't look right, you feel like, fix it. And tune into this channel so I can give you some tips on how to get rid of it. Alright guys, bye. Something is hurting. I'm about to go eat a bagel. A bagel. Is there space for me to write subscribe?